I don't condone cheating in any way, shape, or form. I know that y'all probably like, I'm contradicting myself right now because I made the video how to not cheat on, how to keep your man from cheating. But just because I made that video doesn't mean anything. It just tells you how to keep your man from cheating. What you know is the truth. I mean, everything I told you, you know is the truth. I know it's the truth. Whatever. I'm just, what I'm saying is that, um, yeah, I mean, just because you do those things to keep him from cheating or her from cheating or whatever, whomever from cheating, doesn't mean they're gonna not cheat, because you're always gonna have that one person. I know everyone's dealt with that one person, regardless of how good things are going in their relationship, regardless of how good things are going on in their life, that they're always gonna cheat. They're going to cheat, regardless, because just because they can, just because they can, just because no one's, whatever, just because they can. They're gonna cheat because they can, and no one's gonna stop them from doing so. So I mean, I'm just saying. Sorry, I know I'm just looking at whatever, but I'm just saying, like, for all you men and women out there that are gonna cheat, regardless of how good the relationship might be, um, here's ways on how to not get caught if you don't want to get caught. Because some people secretly, subconsciously, they want to get caught, and there's others who don't want to get caught. And for you guys that don't want to get caught, this is for you. So, okay. Number one, I think this is the most important one I could have probably thought about. This is the most important one. The most important one is probably don't piss off your mistress or your master. And I looked it up, and the opposite of mistress is master. So, go figure. Um, but yeah, don't piss that person off. And I'm saying that for people who have one steady person that they cheat on their girlfriend or their boyfriend with. Because some people go out there, and we'll talk about that later, and they'll have multiple sex partners, but we'll go about that later. But don't piss off your mistress or your master. Because you know what happens is that you'll piss them off, and if they know that if they know that they're a mistress, if they know that they're a master, if they know that there's another person, if they know that you have somebody that you really care about, and you piss them off enough, they'll go tell that other person, and they'll fuck everything up for you. You won't have a mistress, and you won't have a main bitch. I mean, you won't be like Flocka no more. You know how he's like, I got a main and a mistress. You won't have either. You'll be shit out of luck. But yeah, that's that. What I wanted to talk about before, because I was like, some people have more than one, and some people do have more than one, and that's okay if you want to have more than one. But I always feel like if you have more than one, then it tends to get sloppy, and then you tend to not remember things, and you might, get things mixed up. So, I mean, I don't condone cheating at all. Like I said, I don't condone cheating. But if you're going to do it right. I always feel like if you're going to do anything, regardless of how good, bad, ugly, dirty, messy that situation you're going to get yourself into, do it right. I always say, if you're going to do something, do it right. Don't ever do something half-assed. Don't ever do something half-baked. Don't ever do something half anything. Put your all into everything that you do. Cheating included. I know that sounds grimy, but if you're going to cheat, you got to do it right. Or not, because not only are you going to end up hurt and alone, but you're going to hurt the person that you really care about in this situation. You're really going to hurt that person, and it's going to be like, what the fuck? And you're going to regret it. You're going to regret ever cheating. So I feel like if you're going to cheat, do it right, or don't do it at all. That's how I feel. Yeah. Number two, don't start doing shit out of the ordinary. Like, don't start doing shit that you wouldn't regularly do. I'm not talking about with your master or your mistress. I'm talking about with your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Like, if you know you don't just randomly buy your boyfriend, girlfriend gifts like that, if you know that's not the case with you two, if you know that you don't always go out there and get them stuff, bring them flowers, whatever, get them flowers, whatever, what have you, whatever the case may be, then don't start doing that shit now. Don't start doing that shit now, because you do that shit enough, and then they're gonna start wondering, oh, that's weird. you know, he just got me flowers yesterday, or she just got me these earrings yesterday. Like, why are we going to go, you know, get me some more stuff? Like, what's going on? And I start to suspect that something's going on. So number 2, I mean, I wouldn't do that anyway. And number 3, if you have to, do this is a do. If you have to, buy your mistress a gift or your master a gift. Buy them a gift because you keep them happy. That me keep you happy, and ultimately keep their mouth shut about whatever's going on. But ultimately, that's the ultimate end product, I guess you could say. They will ultimately keep you happy and keep their mouth shut. Like, so, I mean, whatever. Number 4, don't lie to them, lie to your boyfriend or girlfriend, but don't lie to your master or your mistress, because you lie to that person, like, especially don't tell them the age-old lie, oh, I'm leaving him or her for you, because then they start getting that in their head, and they're like, okay, maybe they will, maybe they won't, you know, and then, you know, you keep telling them empty promise after empty promise, and they're gonna get pissed off enough, and we're bringing it right back to number 1, you piss them off enough, and they're just gonna bring it right back to number 1, you piss them off, and then they've told, and then you're shit out of luck. Just don't piss them off, and don't lie to them. Because, I mean, and I know you're probably going to look at me like, bitch, you homeworking whore, whatever. But I've been somebody's mistress before. I've also cheated before. And when I say cheated, I've never had sex with another man when I've been in a relationship with one. I just, kissed another guy while I was in a relationship with somebody else. And I've been somebody's mistress, and he pissed me off. And you're probably like, you homewrecker right about now. You're probably like, you homewrecking hoe. Like, you're probably like, you homewrecking bitch. But, I mean, it is what it is. I did it. It wasn't my proudest moment. I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of what I was, the label I had. I just had low self-esteem about myself, I guess. And it's because I really did love him. And I felt like I would do anything for him. And I understand now that I am main bitch material. I'm not mistress material. And I wouldn't allow myself to be put in that situation ever again, willingly, knowingly. You know, I can't help if somebody lies to me about, you know, having a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever. Well, girlfriend. I don't fuck with girls. So, I mean, if he lies to me about having a girlfriend, I can't help that. But I guess I just gotta fact check, I guess. Be on my Facebook shit, my Twitter shit. I be on Twitter. I don't even get on Facebook. I be on Twitter all the time. But anyway, don't get cocky. And this is something the boy who I was mistress to, he just kept getting cocky. Like, and when I mean by getting cocky, like, don't schedule the girlfriend and the mistress together so close together, like your meetings together, that it's almost like they overlap each other. Because then that results in someone seeing each other, someone getting pissed off, and then you ended up alone for the night. Like, don't get cocky, because the second you get cocky, all hell's gonna break loose, and then you're just gonna be like, wow. Like, and he wasn't so cocky to the point, that he scheduled us so close together. It's just the fact that, he never answered her calls when I was around, but he always answered my calls when she was around. And that's really tricky shit. Like, don't do that. Like, just don't do that. I think this is really important too. Really, really, really important. End it on good terms. End the relationship on good terms, simply because you never know what the other person might feel. Like, if you're ending the relationship and they're not ready for it to be over, they might have the mentality of, well, if I can't have him or her, nobody else will. So they'll really do some shit to fuck you up. Bring us back to rule number 1, don't piss them off. And you've pissed them off because you've ended the relationship. They weren't ready. And now what's happening is that they're going to tell. They're going to just tell. They're just going to be like, well, you know what? The relationship was recently ended, but for the past 6 months, I've been fucking your man, or I've been doing your girl. Like, then that's just like, what the fuck type situation all over again. So I just feel like end it. If you finally come to your senses and you um, end it on good terms. That's all I can really tell you, is just end it on good terms. Because if you don't end it on good terms, if you end it on bad terms, and you sit there and you're playing with fire already, and you end it on bad terms, then your mistress or master or whomever is gonna be like, well, what the fuck? Especially if you lied to them. Especially if you lied about things to them. Especially if you're like, oh, I'm gonna be with you. You're gonna be like, well, what the fuck? What happened to me? What, am I chopped liver now? I don't know. So I just feel like, don't when you end it, when and if you end it, because hopefully eventually you will end it. You'll end it on good terms. You won't end it on bad terms. Y'all won't end in a fight, because that's how. When I was the boy's mistress, that's how we ended. We ended on bad terms, and then so I was just like, "Oh, you done pissed me off for the last time, son," because he was pissing me off the whole time, and I just kept taking it and taking it and taking it and taking it because I loved him. And so when he finally ended it, yeah, we ended on bad terms. So I told her everything. And it wasn't just the sex; it was emotional stuff too. It was really emotional stuff he was telling me, and I know that he meant it, because when he gets drunk, he tells the truth, and he was drunk telling me all this stuff, so I knew that he meant it. I wasn't delusional. We were together for 2 years prior, so you just don't know. You just don't know, and you're probably like, you whore, you home wrecking whore. I didn't wreck at home because the bitch is still with him. She's kind of stupid, in my opinion. I would never be with a man who ever cheated on me. And, that's all I really have to say. This is the point when you press the subscribe button. If you're not already subscribed, and leave a comment, question, concerns, comments. Follow me on Twitter, Team Follow Back. I'm Team Follow Back. Follow me on Twitter. I'll leave my link in the description box. So yeah. I'm out. Fearsome love.